Which number is he? Number 2. Okay, Mr. Shuck, you have an arrest warrant out of Pima County Justice Court on a domestic violence charge from 2020, listing a $100 bond. And you also have some cases in Tucson City Court. Like these are fairly new. Why'd you miss your Justice Court case, sir?
Just no good reason, sir.
Okay. I don't want to hold you on this. If I let you go, are you going to make your court dates?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, sir, your court date at Pima County Justice Court is October 13th at 3 p.m. And you're released on that. As for your city court cases, you were charged today with trespassing, prescription only drug violation, drug paraphernalia violation, and failure to comply with a court order. And on August 20th, you were cited for possession of drug paraphernalia also and failure to comply with a court order. So we're going to order that you not return to the incident locations, do not have contact with the alleged victims, don't possess any alcohol or illegal drugs, and don't return to within 500 feet of the locations. I'm releasing you with these conditions. And your court date at Tucson City Court is going to be October 13th at 9:30. I caution you that if you go back to these places that you've been restricted from and you're arrested, you may not be so fortunate as to be released next time. Do we
Yes, sir.
understand one another?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're excused.
Thank you. Go back.
Okay, city. And county. Hello, what's your name?
Hi, Erica Adame.
It's number 102. You got a couple of domestic violence, city court cases, domestic violence, disorderly conduct on both occasions. And you are currently being held on a felony hold as well.
Yes, sir.
Your previous conditions of release that were imposed on the city court cases remain in effect. You have a history of not appearing in court, in city court. I'm going to impose a $500 bond. I've known it's felony hold, and I'm appointing the city public defender to represent you. Video review is scheduled for September 19th at 1:45. And in the event you are released, which appears not too likely, October 20th, 10 o'clock. You're excused.
Thank you.
Hello, what's your name?
Hi, it's Joshua Aldea Roman. And good evening, Judge Cranshaw. Andrew Ross appearing on behalf of Mr. Roman.
Okay, let me find this file and you're gonna have to repeat yourself. 'Cause I didn't.
Sure.
What's the name again?
Joshua, last name is Aldea.
Oh,
He's with Christopher Spluppy, Your Honor.
okay. So there are 2 counts of domestic violence interfering with judicial proceedings. We're gonna order that you not have contact of any kind with Zerilady Barreto Acevedo. I probably butchered that name. And do not go to that person's home or workplace. Don't commit any acts of domestic violence. Don't possess any alcohol or illegal drugs. And obey the order of protection. Is my intent to release you with those conditions? Any objections?
No, Your Honor, I don't need to be heard if that's the court's intention.
Okay. Your court date is October 21st at 1:30. So since what I read here is that there's a 500-foot restriction of your being near this person, and you live in the same complex within the zone restriction, you're going to have to figure something out as far as getting your stuff out of your apartment. But you can't go there. Do we understand that? Okay.
Yes.
All right, October 21st, 1:30 to Town City Court. You're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hello, what's your name?
It's Carlos Mejia Acosta.
Say again, slowly.
Carlos Alberto Mejia Acosta.
All right, sir. You were charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. That was today. I'm going to enter a not guilty plea on that. You have a couple of older cases, both of them from 2019 that you've already been seen on: trespassing, criminal damage, disorderly conduct, failures to appear, and shoplifting. I understand you have a probation hold, so you're gonna remain in custody on that anyway. I'm gonna hold you on the city cases on a $250 bond. Don't possess or consume any alcoholic beverages or illegal drugs, and don't go back to the incident location. Video review at city court will be September 19th at 1:45. And we're going to appoint the city public defender to represent you. You're excused.
Can I ask a question? That's okay.
I don't promise to answer any questions. If it's a legal matter, you need to talk to your lawyer.
No, I just wanted to know about you said something about the burglary. I had shoplifting. What do you mean? Like, is that a new charge? I
No,
don't
the
know.
charges are from 2019, sir. You got one case from today, and the rest of these cases at city court are from 2019.
Okay, sweet. I was like, I have not committed anything. Like, okay, thank you. Sorry about that.
All right, you're excused.
All right. I got it.
Hello, what's your name?
Richard Trigg Alvarez.
Hmm? All right, sir. You have two cases of indecent exposure. One is a felony and the other is a misdemeanor at Tucson City Court. The felony case, the state is recommending that I hold you on a $7,500 bond with pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. At a minimum, I am going to order that you not have contact with the alleged victim, stay away from the incident location, specifically Deanza Park. Do not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or the weapons. And we will hear defense counsel as to the matter of the bond request.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'd like to highlight that this was a nonviolent offense. Unfortunately, the interim complaint I got was lacking the probable cause statement, so I'm not too sure what happened in this occasion. But nonetheless, Mr. Alvarez has been in Tucson for the past 28 years, and indicates that he is employed full-time. His new criminal activity score is a 4, and his failure to appear is only a 3. I recognize that he has quite a few priors, but he has no failure to appear history. So we're asking that you impose the least onerous conditions. Thank you.
All right. We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, the fact is one of the listed victims is a minor. This is very troubling. I'm based on this. If there was a conviction based on this one, it could have some long-term, very life-encompassing consequences. That said, Your Honor, the state otherwise stands on the pleadings.
All right, thank you. Bond on the felony is set in the amount of $5,000. Your next court date is September 22nd at 1:30, and the county public defender is appointed. As to the city court charge, it's going to be pretty much the same conditions: no contact with victims, stay away from the incident location, no alcohol or illegal drugs, and no firearms or other weapons. Bond on the city court case is set at $1,000. And we're going to set a video review that will be September 19th at 1:45. The city public defender is appointed to represent you. In the unlikely event that you bond out of custody, date at city court will be October 13th at 2:30. I believe that covers it. You're excused.
So I'm not getting released.
How are you doing today?
Hello. Name?
Michelle Calderon.
Oh. Calderon, you're charged with unlawful flight from pursuing law enforcement vehicle, possession of open container, spirited liquor, and motor vehicle, possession of drug paraphernalia, resisting arrest, and driving on a suspended license. We're gonna order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't drive without a valid license. Don't possess any firearms or other weapons. And do not return the location of the alleged incident. The state is asking for a $2,500 bond with pretrial services supervision. If the bond is posted, we'll hear from defense counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Calderon only has one prior from 2002, so pretty old prior, and no failure to to appear history with that. This was a non-violent offense. She scored a 4 and a 4 under the pretrial services scale. She is a lifelong Tucson resident, has housing. So for those reasons, we're asking that she be given a chance on pretrial services. And if the court isn't inclined to do that, then a nominal bond.
All right, we'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, the state's at a loss as to why this is one felony and so many other misdemeanors. It seems like it's a touch undercharged. That said, state otherwise submits on pleadings.
All right, thank you. Bond is set in the amount of $1,000 for child service and supervision if it's posted. Next court date, September 22nd at 1:30, and the county public defender is appointed. You're excused. Hello, what's your name?
Aaron Coops.
You have two things here. You have a new complaint alleging unlawful possession of a narcotic drug and unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. You have also an arrest warrant out of Pima County Superior Court, charges of theft and trafficking in stolen property. The bond listed on the warrant is $2,500, which is what the state is recommending. And on the newer case, the state is recommending release to pretrial services supervision. I do have a statement that I need to grab right quick and read to you. It'll be followed up by a question. Please answer yes or no. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing? Now, when it says, are you interested in getting released, that is not a promise that that's going to happen, particularly with the warrant. But I'm just reading the statement as is. Are you interested in the STEPS program?
Yes, I would be interested.
Um, let's open up the other one. So we're going to place you in the STEPS program, along with ordering no alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't go back to the location, no firearms or other weapons. STEPS is September 22nd at 9 o'clock. And before we set a court date, a prelim, let's discuss the bond on the Superior Court warrant. And we'll hear from the defense on that.
Your Honor, we'll submit on the Superior Court warrant and then ask that a nominal bond of $100 be placed on the drug possession and paraphernalia charges so that Mr. Kuntz can get time credit for those.
Okay. Okay. On the newer case, $100 bond. September 22nd, 1:30. Steps is September 22nd at 9. Public defender appointed. And then on the warrant, $2,500. Pretrial services supervision if posted. No contact with the alleged victim. Stay away from the incident locations. No alcohol or drugs, no firearms or other weapons. That court date is September 19th at 1:30. Public defender appointed on that one. Okay, you're excused. Hello, what's your name, sir?
Jesus Para.
Okay. Mr. Para, you are charged with possession of dangerous drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. I have a statement I'm going to read to you, followed up by a question. Please respond yes or no to the question. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to order no alcohol or drugs, no firearms or other weapons. Do not return to the incident location. Steps date is September 22nd at 9. And if you're waiving the date for the preliminary hearing, that'll be October 27th at 1:30. And the public defender is appointed. Released to the supervision of pretrial services. Cooperate with them. Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's it. You're excused. Hello. What's your name?
Real?
You have an arrest warrant out of Pima County Justice. Wait a minute. Yeah, Justice Court. Charges listed are aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, 2 counts, discharging a firearm at a non-residence. These are all felonies, and the bond listed on the warrant is $50,000. So we're gonna, and apparently you have another felony hold. We're gonna order that you not possess any firearms or other weapons, no alcohol or illegal drugs, don't have contact with any of the alleged victims. The state's recommending the 50,000. We'll hear from the defense on that.
Thank you, Your Honor. I don't have the details of the allegations in front of me, but I would like the court to consider the fact that this is Mr. Real's only offense as I can see. He has no priors. He's only 20 years old. He's a lifelong Tucson resident. He has housing with family. He only scored a 2 for the new criminal activity score, and the failure to appear is only a 1. So we're asking that you impose the least onerous conditions.
We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, the court set the bond where they set it based on all the facts, and notwithstanding this being allegedly a first crime, it's quite a serious 2-count indictment, and therefore the risk of flight and the risk of further danger to the community is untenable without having that $50,000 bond.
Thank you. 50,000, September 22nd, 1:30, public defender appointed. And you're excused.
Your Honor, do you want to take the in-house?
Yes.
That would be Rojo Gutierrez.
Okay.
Also, Your Honor, were you going to waive the presence for Mr. Moreno and go forward with?
Yeah, we can do that actually now. So
Okay.
waive presence. Okay, the charges are 2 counts of aggravated assault on an officer. State's recommending 10,000 with pretrial services supervision. He's got, I think, a felony hold. Yes. And we'll order that he not initiate contact with the alleged victim. No firearms or other weapons, no alcohol or illegal drugs. We'll hear from the defense as to the bond.
Your Honor, just highlighting the fact that Mr. Moreno is only 19 years old, only has 1 prior, but other than that, we'll submit to the court.
10,000, September 12th, I'm sorry, September 22nd, 1:30, public defender appointed. Pretrial services supervision if the bond is posted, and of course, if he's released on the other matter. Okay. The AHO one has been, what was that, released, you say? Okay, so we're just waiting on Mr. Rojo Gutierrez. Hello, sir. What's your name?
Jorge Rojo Gutierrez?
Okay. All your cases are misdemeanors. So
Yes.
you were charged. So the public defender and the prosecutor are excused. You were charged
Your Honor.
on August 22nd with possession of drug paraphernalia We're gonna enter a not guilty plea on that. And that's in Tucson City Court. You have, also another case from that same date, 2 counts of endangerment and a criminal damage. Enter not guilty plea on that one as well. Possession of paraphernalia. This one is from July 10th of this year. Not guilty plea on that one. And July 31st of this year, trespassing, possession of drug paraphernalia, not guilty plea on those, on that case. So we're gonna order no contact with alleged victims, stay away from the incident locations, do not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and no firearms or other weapons. You do have a felony hold, so you will be held on that anyway. I'm releasing you on these misdemeanor cases, but since you're being held on the felony, nonetheless, I'm going to appoint the city public defender to represent you. And there will be what's called a non-transport review. That will be October 31st at 9 a.m. Non-transport means that you will not be brought to that court date. However, your public defender will be there representing your interests, and someone from the city public defender's office will be in touch with you. You're excused.
All right, thank.
All right. Okay. That's it. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Your Honor.